let's talk about planning events, specifically big motoring events. The kind that can feel like you're trying to navigate a total maze of logistics. Well, today, we're going to look at a platform that's designed to take all that chaos and turn it into a smooth, thrilling ride. I want you to picture this for a second. Your event is running perfectly. It's like you're cruising down a beautiful open road. Everything just flows. Every detail is handled, and all your guests are just having an absolutely incredible time. That's the dream, isn't it?
But let's be honest, the reality for most organizers feels a lot more like this: a complete and total traffic jam. You're just stuck, gridlocked in a mess of spreadsheets, trying to make sense of payment reports and juggling 100 different things at once. It's so frustrating, and it just sucks the fun right out of it.
And that really gets to the heart of the problem, what we're calling the manual logjam. It's a story that's probably all too familiar for events run by dedicated volunteers or small teams, where all those complex logistics just become completely overwhelming without the right tools. And listen, this isn't just some abstract idea. This is real. Here's a quote from Steve Ham, the past chairman of the Highlands Motoring Festival. He just nails the pain point. We relied on spreadsheets and PayPal reports. It was fragmented and time-consuming. He's lived it. And this picture really gives you a sense of the scale we're dealing with, right? This isn't just a simple Saturday get-together. We're talking about huge festivals with car shows, driving tours, fancy galas, the whole shebang. Every single one of those adds another layer of complexity that your basic spreadsheet just can't keep up with. Okay, so if spreadsheets are the logjam, what's the solution? You need a purpose-built engine. An engine designed from the ground up specifically for your event. And that engine has a name: EVENT-ROADSTER. So what exactly is EVENT-ROADSTER? Well, think of it as the central command center for your entire motoring event. It's a customizable platform that handles pretty much everything: applications, the judging process, all your ticket sales, and even your communications. It's all in one place. And this is what a difference it makes. Forget about all those scattered files and confusing reports. Instead, you get this: a clean, simple dashboard that puts you, the organizer, firmly back in the driver's seat. Everything you need is right there at your fingertips. So what can this engine actually do? Let's pop the hood and take a quick look at some of its key capabilities. This is really where you see how it solves all those frustrating problems we talked about earlier. Okay, at a glance, you can see it covers all the bases: event management, ticketing, communications, you name it. But what's really cool is how it all works together. For instance, the drag and drop setup means you're not going to spend weeks just trying to build your event page. You can get up and running fast. And here's that all-in-one idea in action. You can manage your basic event settings, organize judging groups, review applications, and even design the display placards for the cars. It's all happening right here, all inside the same system. No more jumping between 5 different programs. Now this right here, this is huge. Think about the administrative nightmare of ticket transfers and refunds. How many hours of organizers lost trying to sort that stuff out? With this, that whole complicated process becomes a simple few-click task. For volunteer teams, that's an absolute game changer. And of course, you need to know what's happening right now. This gives you a live, up-to-the-minute look at your ticket sales and who's coming. You can see participant details, what cars they're bringing. You can even shoot them an email directly from here. Now that is control. Okay, so the theory sounds great, but does it actually work in the real world? Let's talk about the results. We're going to look at the success story of the Highlands Motoring Festival, the very event that actually inspired this whole platform. This is where the rubber meets the road. So we heard from Steve Ham earlier about the problems they had. Well, here he is talking about the solution. He points out how the festival grew into this huge, nationally recognized event, and how the EVENT-ROADSTER team was right there with them, tailoring the system to fit their exact needs as they grew. So let's just break down that transformation. They went from that fragmented mess of spreadsheets to a single, dependable source of truth. That allowed over 20 volunteers to seamlessly manage more than 500 participants. The result? It made planning a super complex, multi-day festival so much simpler. It just empowered the whole team. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, wow, that sounds amazing, but my event isn't quite at a concours level yet. What if you just need a really powerful, simple way to sell tickets? Well, for that, there's another option. This lays it all out, nice and clear. On the left, you've got the full EVENT-ROADSTER suite. That's for total event management. Then, on the right, you have ER Lite. It basically takes the powerful ticketing engine from the main platform and offers it up as a nimble, focused solution just for ticket sales and inventory.
And the biggest benefit of ER Lite is just speed and simplicity. If your main goal is to get tickets on sale fast and manage that whole process without any headaches, this is the tool you need. You can seriously get your event launched and selling tickets in a matter of minutes.
So if you're ready to get out of that spreadsheet logjam and put a real engine behind your event, this is how you can find out more. The team at Heritage Productions is the group behind both of these platforms, and you can reach out to them directly right here. And that really brings us to the final question, doesn't it? It all boils down to this. Is your event still stuck in that manual traffic jam, just sputtering along on spreadsheets and frustration? Or is it time to take the wheel, fire up the engine, and get this thing out on the open road? Thanks for tuning in.